After a thrilling group stage, we have arrived at the round of 16 stage in the Women's World Cup 2023, and we have some truly remarkable matchups. So here's my prediction for every round of 16 meeting. Of course, we'll be doing plenty of live watch-alongs for these matches, so make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to jump into those live watch-alongs. Starting us off, Switzerland taking on Spain. Spain were really impressive, especially in those first two group stage games. They started off with a bang, that 3-0 win against Costa Rica, the big win against Zambia. They crumbled to Japan in the end, 4-0, which was a real shock. And they're coming up against Switzerland, who are one of 3 teams in this competition still yet to concede a goal. Switzerland, while they did end up topping Group A, it wasn't in the most convincing fashion. Group A was a pretty tightly contested group, but they did get it done in the end. But I think Spain, the class that they have, the dangerous players they have with the likes of Pateas, Ginny Hermoso had a great tournament as well, and with the likes of Abelera and Bonmati conducting things in midfield, I think Spain should get the win here. I'm going to go 3-1. Next up, it is Netherlands taking on South Africa. The Netherlands looked pretty strong in their group stage. A couple of impressive wins and that 1-1 draw with USA. They, of course, grabbed 7 goals in that final group stage win against Vietnam, which contained some spectacular goals. South Africa, what a story for them to get through to the knockout stage, beating Italy in that final group stage match. I've loved watching South Africa. They almost got the win against Sweden as well in that first game. They were really impressive in pretty much all 3 of their group stage games, but Netherlands are one of the teams for me who I expect to go deep into this tournament. I think that they will be too strong here for South Africa. It would be a monumental upset if South Africa do get it done, and there is a chance that they could do it. They really cause some trouble for some of those tough sides in their group stage, but Netherlands, I think they'll run away winners here. I'm going to go 2-0. Next up, we have a really intriguing matchup between Japan and Norway. Japan, for me, one of the strongest performers in the group stage. Still yet to concede a goal, and with that convincing win at the end against Spain just highlighted the fact that they could go far in this tournament. Norway have a top squad, but really struggled in the group stage. Of course, we know about that opening loss to New Zealand. They did end up turning it around in the end and got that big victory against the Philippines in the end. I don't think Norway will have enough to match Japan, though. Japan just coming off a fantastic group stage. I think they'll get a win here, but I'm expecting this one to be an entertaining clash. I'm going to go 3-2 to Japan. And then this is one of the most highly anticipated knockout stage matches, and we're probably surprised to be seeing it this early in the tournament. Sweden-USA. What a matchup. 2 sides in the top 3 of the FIFA women's rankings. What a match this is going to be. We'll definitely be doing a live watch along for this one. Sweden, overall very strong in their group stage. 3 wins out of 3. While USA probably were a little bit, underperformed in that group stage. They did open up with a win against Vietnam, but then 2 draws against Netherlands, and then they were held scoreless against Portugal. They were a little bit wasteful with their opportunities in all 3 of their games, USA, and they'll need to improve if they want to make it through to the final this year. And they've got a really, really tough matchup against Sweden. I think Sweden go through here, which might be a bit of an upset, but I think based off the form that we're seeing so far, I think USA, some of the other teams are really starting to catch up to them here. I think the USA go out in the round of 16 here. I think Sweden will be too strong for them. The likes of Blackstenius, Rolfo up top for Sweden, they'll be too much to handle. Again, this should be an entertaining game though. I'm going to go 2-1 Sweden. And then on the other side of the bracket, we've got some fantastic matchups. It just doesn't stop. England, Nigeria. England, we expected to go through and top their group. They did indeed do that with 3 wins out of 3 in the end. Nigeria, though, what a performance from them. Of course, the big one in that group stage was that win against co-host Australia. England, I think a lot of people will be tipping them to go through. I'm going to tip England as well, but Nigeria could absolutely cause an upset here. They showed in the group stage that they are able to hit teams on the counter-attack and put away their chances when they get them. But England, despite their shaky start against Haiti, where they almost went down to a draw there, they did get the win in the end. They were really strong in their second and third game with wins against Denmark and China. I think England do get through to the quarterfinals here against Nigeria. But again, this one will be a close one. I'm going to go 1-0 England. Colombia v Jamaica. What a matchup this is. Colombia topping Group H. Jamaica getting through, knocking out Brazil. Colombia, one of the best attacks in the competition. And Jamaica, one of the best defenses. Another one of those 3 sides who are yet to concede a goal so far in this tournament. Can they get it done against Colombia? I think they will. I reckon this will be a win for Jamaica. Jamaica. Defensively, those Swabi sisters at the back have been absolutely incredible. In midfield, they've been strong and competitive. They can absolutely, hit on the counter-attack, grab that goal to get them the win. It's going to be a fascinating matchup, though. I mean, Colombia, what an exciting team to watch. Of course, Linda Caicedo, the 18-year-old, the star player for them at this tournament so far. This game will be so exciting. I'm actually going to say it'll end a 1-1 draw with Jamaica to go through on penalties. And then my Aussies taking on Denmark. Australia know all about defeating Denmark at World Cups after the Socceroos did it in Qatar last year. Can the Tillies get it done here? I think we will. Denmark, they did look good in their group stage, but I think against Australia, the Matildas, who are coming off that big 4-0 win against Canada, will be riding high on confidence, and Sam Kerr could well return for this game. I think Aussies will be favourites to get the win here. Denmark will be looking to utilise that counter-attack as they tried to do against the likes of England. But Matildas, I think they'll be too strong here in the end. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win to Australia. And then lastly, France v Morocco, and another fairy tale story. Morocco going through ahead of Germany in Group H, but they've got a massive test against France. But France, they've been an interesting one. It hasn't been smooth sailing through the group stage. They have had some stumbles here and there, drawing to Jamaica in the first game. They got through in that close victory against Brazil, and they did go down early to that wonder goal against Panama, but ended up getting that big 6-3 win. They certainly have been looking good in attack, France, but they'll need to make sure they really do take their chances in this game against Morocco, who'll be looking to utilize the counter-attack to break through France. It would be absolutely epic to see Morocco go through to the knockout stage, but France, I think they'll be too strong in the end. I'm going to go 4-1 France. So based off my predictions, the quarterfinals would be Spain taking on Netherlands, Japan going through to play Sweden, England taking on Jamaica, and then Australia v France. Wow, dude, some really intense quarterfinal matchups there. Of course, as mentioned, we'll be doing live watch-alongs for many of these matches, so make sure you're subscribed to the Coastal Football YouTube channel so you don't miss out. Come hang out in the live chat as we enjoy these matches. Feel free to drop your predictions down in the comments section below, of course. Thanks so much for tuning in, though. My name's Lockie. This is Coastal Football. Catch you guys in the next one.